Alrighty, so today we're on Gon's account because I just wanted to do the obligatory 18 million box CC showcase. So yeah, we are over here. I don't think he's quite done. He is at 95% on his constellation. I think he's literally just missing this, is he not? He's just missing, okay, he's missing two. He's missing one small and one big orb, and he will be done with Con 6, which is pretty insane. Just to think about, but we are going to mess around with the new Gowther today. I wanted to go for a little bit more sort of like ult rush comp. Like I typically try to use the team that we originally tried to use, but instead of using the Merlin in the back, the Infinity Merlin, this team doesn't really use debuffs anyway, so I figured we would go for an ult rush comp to actually see the use out of his 6/6 ultimate. So obviously Gon does have him 6/6. We do have the Guild Wars costume on him, which I think is very cool. So the only other thing that I want to show you guys before we hop in is that he has beaten Ratatasker for the week. Obviously, like, I mean, you know, the whales have some pretty crazy accounts and everything, but because he beat this, which I don't know if he was the first or if he was close to it, because I was streaming earlier and a couple of people were saying, you know, that a couple of the whales had beat it at this point, but it seemed like they were all kind of finishing around the same time, but because he beat it, they were holding the event on Global for if someone beats it within the first week, we all get 35 gems, so we will be getting those 35 gems sometime soon. But yeah, we're going to run this, we're going to run ult rush comp. I am going to go CC food instead of ult food just because I want to make sure that we go first, try to sort of build up the passive and everything like that. I just wanted to do something a little bit more ult focused, so that way we can actually kind of see the advantage of having him maxed out, which, you know, he's a support character. I'm not going to expect him to like wipe the field or anything like that, but it is a pulverized ultimate. It can scale pretty well. He's obviously already in champion, so depending on how things go, we're more than likely not going to get like a whole lot of real players, but who knows? Maybe there will be a lot of people playing right now. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's go for, we got a level 2 straight out of the gate. I don't know if we'll be able to kill the Estarossa off or not, but we're certainly going to try. Could we? Okay, we do. Okay, 457 turn 1. That's without rank enhancement as well. Ooh, we're getting really good Gowther cards here, so I think what we're going to do is just push for the merge. I don't think he's going to be very debuff heavy either, so my Melly's probably not going to be able to pull off like a crazy move here. I could go for the AoE anyway, and I might. Like if we merge this, use this, we'll merge into the ultimate here. We'll get the big stat increase. I don't have Melly's passive yet, so this shouldn't like straight up kill, I don't think. Kind of close. The rank enhancement did go a little harder than I was expecting to there. And then we can use the ultimate, see how they... Actually, we can stance first. Oof, I do have Tarmiel Link on him. We can stance first to increase our damage dealt from the passive, or the Holy Relic on Deanne here. And then let's ult. This ultimate is pulverized, so it's going to do 40% extra damage per orb in our ultimate move gauge, and it's going to disable their skills as well, which we're gonna kill with Melly after that. But you know, Gelda does have a lot of HP. I'm not expecting this to kill Gelda. Maybe it'll kill Melly. Okay, crit on the Gelda for 1.6 mil. Kind of insane. That was way more than I was expecting it to be, actually. All right, what do we got? Okay, we have a DK team. I'm okay with that. I think we can do some interesting stuff here. So let's go for the typical sort of turn 1 play. Who had the Tarmiel Link on? Okay, his Gelda has the Tarmiel Link on. I think we're just going to try to get a little bit of damage out on the DK here. That way I don't have to worry about him trying to like rank up his skills and like stat boosting and stuff like that if possible. Because the damage cap can be a little annoying there. So we rank up Gowther's cards. We pull an extra rank up. We could just triple attack with Gowther here. Problem being, we went first, so he's actually going to rank up his cards on DK this turn, so I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work out for us, but I kind of want to go for it anyway. So let's rank up Gowther, rank up everybody, get the stat boost, and then use a level 3. I should have used this on somebody other than DK because he has the damage cap at the moment, but I'm not too worried about it. We won't like disable ourselves or anything. I guess I could have used it on maybe Gelda for type neutral, because he's a dark unit. Can't really do any sort of type advantage or anything with that. He does rank up a couple of cards in hand. Luckily we don't debuff or anything, so Melee's kind of just sitting at the moment. Okay, we tank that. He did debuff us, so Melee might get a little bit more use after this attack, or after this turn. Well, we're only going to get 2 now because he kills somebody. Okay, and then he uses Gelda's AoE. Whew, okay. The Merlin in the back would have helped a lot more, like the Infinity Merlin, just because we get the basic stat increase and such, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's, guess we just go for something like this. Maybe see if this does anything extra. If this doesn't wipe, I don't know, and then we'll use the single target. I'm kind of hoping this kills DK and Melee. Dude, almost completely wiped. I think if we ran, like, HP crit damage, we would, like... I don't think that anybody would be able to survive. Because the only reason Gelda's even surviving is because of how much, you know, HP she gets from her passive and everything. So, like, she's tanking just off of, like, pure... Like, her number is just really big. Like, it's not even the fact that she's, like, got a lot of stats or anything, like, crazy. She just has a lot of HP, which is kind of insane. So... I think if you ran like HP crit damage, like if you 6-6'd him, which most players are probably not going to do. This is kind of a bad unit to like really invest into at the moment. Like if you go for like one and done, I think you'd be better off. But I mean, hey, this is doing a lot of damage. All right, we have another Gelda team. This one is with an Estarossa for like stat boosting and stuff. I was going to swap Gowther to the, whatchamacallit, HP crit set, but he actually doesn't have an HP crit set built, like just on a character. I don't think he has, well, I don't know. I checked the middle pieces, and I don't think he has any crit damage pieces for Gowther, which is kind of understandable. Like, the only reason I have an HP crit set is for the original Festival Gowther, but I really didn't think that it was all that great anyway. Like, you were pretty much better off just running HP defense anyway, so... Not really like a big deal there. I mean, we could... I think that small chunk of health that his Gelda lived with in that last one, we would have been able to kill him if we had the crit damage on, but probably not that big of a deal, which I guess it also depends if we crit in general. So if we don't crit, not going to be as good, of course. Let's go for, out of curiosity, because we have type advantage on Arthur, I'm going to see how much damage we deal to him, and then we'll just pull our ultimate here. Which we got really good merges on Melee, so we're going to pull his ultimate as well. Okay, I mean, hey, like almost half HP with just him being on HP defense, which is kind of insane. You know? Like, I mean, his single target card is a Pierce. It's nothing, like, insane. Single target Pierces, like, do, like, a decent little chunk of damage. Some of them, like, way more than others. I think everybody kind of always goes back to, like, the Rimuru when they think about, you know, Pierce single targets. But Rimuru is doing a lot of Pierce boosting and stuff as well. So it's not necessarily, like, a great comparison. He's kind of a lone wolf when it comes to like really maximizing the Pierce, but yeah, okay. So I mean, it's gonna be hard to one-shot the Geldas, but I mean anybody else on the team like who doesn't have insane HP stats, pretty much going under. And on top of that, we disable for 2 turns. So even if, which I mean, I guess that's like perfect scenario for Gelda, because Gelda doesn't really even use much of her like skills on her cards anyway. Like the only thing that she's getting is the HP or the lifesteal, which will increase her passive on the single target. So it'll kind of negate some of that. But the AoE doesn't even have a skill effect, and once you've boosted your HP, you don't even need the skill effect on the single target anyway. So there's a little bit of like a balancing thing going on there, which is kind of nice, honestly. It's not too bad. Let's go for the Bond here, I guess. Which I guess I could have maybe just tried to rank up turn 1 and then merged those attack cards if I was going to push the ultimate. But I'm kind of just seeing how much he does, because this is my first time playing geared PvP with him. And so far, so good. Okay, we pull extra cards for him, but no merges, unfortunately. I guess we can just go for like that double rank up play. Which we could do level 2 rank up to get everybody into gold cards, but I think the basic stats might be more worth it in the long run there. Doing a little bit of damage to our Deanne. I do think that this Deanne is really, really nice to run with the Gowther, because it seems like Gowther's the character people want to get off the board, and having that Deanne to stop single targets from like just targeting him is quite nice, I have to say. So I do like that about the Deanne, which, I mean, the Deanne came out at a really bad time too, so if you don't have the Deanne, I completely understand, but that might be a little bit of an issue. I don't know, it's just, the Gowther is a little one note, you know? I mean, like, there's not a whole lot you can do other than, like, he's a support unit. He's not going to be, like, the most interesting character you've ever seen, so as far as, like, showcasing him, you can only really use him with Sins. Like, you could run him with some unknown characters, but you're not going to get nearly as much use out of his passive. If you're going to run him on the unknown team, like, I guess for the CC would be helpful, but, like, you'd be better off. I mean, like, you would basically get the same performance, like, passive-wise and everything from, like, running the red Gowther. Like, not completely, of course. Like, there's this Gowther's doing some pretty good stuff. But most of, like, the big things that you get out of this Gowther are like 4 7 Deadly Sins allies, which is not super helpful on a team that's not 7 Deadly Sins. So he's unfortunately a little bit more locked down. I was hoping, best case scenario, he was going to be a Sins and Unknown buffer, but I guess that might have been a little bit too much to ask for. So either way, if you're new to the channel, by the way, we're trying to hit 20K, so if you want to subscribe, that'd be pretty cool. I think we'll hit 17K as the day of I'm recording this. I think we're like literally like a couple of subs away. And I did a live stream earlier today, which almost put us at the 17K mark. So we're getting kind of close. I mean, obviously that's 3K away. That's quite a big leap, but you know, every little bit helps. And you can always unsubscribe later if you don't enjoy the content, or you know, you get bored of the game, or whatever happens. You know, I understand that stuff happens. So let's do a rank up on the Gowther here, and then throw the AoE out, and then we'll merge those Gowther cards next turn. I figure ranking up the Gowther is like a safer bet, because if I rank up Melee and then I pull an extra Gowther card, we won't be able to merge at that point. Which we wouldn't have, but it's okay. I mean, just playing it a little bit safe here. Plus I can use the level 3 Gowther. Oh, I forgot. We used 3 different race cards, so I actually ranked them up to level 3s. Well, I guess we can at least see the level 3 Gowther cards in action, maybe. The DK might be a little bit of a problem, though. Does he have Tarmiel? He does. And he's the one that doesn't have the whatchamacallit, the I wonder. Let's go for something like this. I think we can still kill him off. Hopefully, he's the one that that doesn't have Nanashi buffs on, so he's gonna be the easiest to kill, I think, in this lineup. But hitting these damage caps and everything, still able to kill. Unfortunately, I would have had to move a Gowther card and use both of them if I wanted to get his ultimate. So we're not pulling his ult here, but I think it'll be okay. The rank enhancement on top of the level 3s and everything is actually quite nice. So that's kind of cool. Which I wonder if it would be better to use his single target cards as level 1 or level 2 cards, because they get the 30% pierce rate increase, and with the 30% pierce rate increase, it becomes like, what, a 90% pierce rate increase? Or am I thinking of that wrong? Like, whatever, like, I guess he would get a 30% increase, and then it would triple his stat at that point. Maybe that's the way that it would work, but like, for example, if we go for Melee here, like if I rank up Gowther and use 2 level 2s, we'll have the pierce rate increase, plus we ignore, I think, 10% crit resistance? Or it might be crit defense, I can't remember which one it is, but that was I was kind of hoping for a little bit more out of that, but, you know, like I said, he's a support character. I'm not expecting him to do, like, insane damage. The ultimate is surprisingly doing extremely well, so I'm not upset with that in the slightest. But, we'll see how this works. He's killing my melee here. The Gowther is known to survive this. I do live. Why do I have a bunch of HP increases? The rule applies an effect which increases allies' HP related stats when an ally dies. Huh, okay. Nice. I still have rank enhancement. I guess that doesn't really matter because ultimates aren't level 1, 2, or 3, or not sure on that actually. Without the support on the team, which I think the, oh, he cleanses off the disables too. If we could have killed the melee there and then these two disabled, that would have been huge for us. Unfortunately, the melee cleansed, and we just, I think we've lost now, and he lifestealed a decent chunk back there. I die. Oh, I don't. Unfortunate. Maybe I can kill the Nanashi? I kind of doubt it. Type disadvantage and he has buffs. Yeah, we're doing baby damage. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if we would have been able to kill that melee, I think we would have had a chance. Maybe not, though. It would have been really long either way, so this is probably going to kill me. Yeah. Okay, I mean, hey, you know, I'm not looking to win them all. I'm just looking to see how it's going, like how he performs with the ultimate, which so far, kind of surprising. A little bit. All right. Okay, human team. That's kind of good. I was looking for a little bit of variety. I think we'll probably call this the last match. I do have... Oh, I probably should have put some sort of like Arthur countering commandment on melee to be safe, but we will have type advantage here against the Arthur. I wonder if I can get my ultimate here. Okay, we pull extra Arthur or Gowther cards, so I think we can pull it off. He's still gonna have to use this turn to get his passive, which I think this is a bot, so he's probably not merging for ultimates and everything. So I think that'll actually end up working out for me. Yeah, and then wasting that card without him having the taunt is good. So he's not even going to have his stats this turn. I think actually it kind of works out because I want to go for Gowther's ultimate this turn. I wonder if we can type advantage on the Escanor here a little bit. We'll let him get his taunt from using cards this turn, and then I want to see how much his ultimate does while he has taunt up. If we live this. Which I think we will, because he doesn't have taunt yet. Ooh, that was almost like super close to killing. Obviously it didn't, so that sucks. But we do have some good Gowther cards in hand. Okay, that was the move that I was scared about, but because he doesn't have taunt yet, we're kind of chilling. Oh my god, that did a lot. Okay, Deanne's dead. Unfortunate, because I could get some extra damage from her having a stance on, but... Oh, and then he has Red Roxy in the back. That sucks. Okay, well, we're going to have to rely on actual damage here. Let's go for this. And then I need to use another card to get his ultimate, I guess. Level 3 against Arthur. 211's not too bad. He does get pretty tanky. We kill the Arthur here. I don't think this is going to kill Escanor. And Escanor is getting a little bit more built up with our flame stacks, so he might still be able to kill somebody. Oh, he pulls the Bond ultimate. I forgot about that. I needed to hit Bond with that to lower his ult. That was a bad play on my end. A bit unfortunate there. I think we die. I think we just lose, because he has a pretty good amount of debuffs on. Yeah, that's on my end. That was completely my bad. The Roxy really threw me off for some reason. I don't know why I was not expecting the Roxy in the back line. Oh well. I don't know. I think it's creating a decent meta at the moment because Arthur is still good. Don't get me wrong. If you can go first with your Arthur, I think that you're gonna have a really good chance of killing. If you if you can fight into characters that aren't as like good against your team. So if you use Arthur against the Sins, I think you have a pretty decent chance of winning if you go first. Obviously, it depends on the commandment melee has on too, but Gelda has a good chance to kill Arthur. Arthur has a good chance to kill Gowther. Gowther has a decent chance to kill Gelda, I think. Because, I don't know, I mean, it could be either way. But what I'm trying to say here is that there's 3 different teams that you can kind of use in the meta, and they're all pretty decent. You see this? Why is Arthur's sword floating here? Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining, interesting. I think that his ultimate did way more than I was expecting, which is a good thing. You know, I mean, he is a festival character, whether that's good or bad, to be determined. But I think it did really well. I mean, I don't think that Ult Rush is the best comp for him, but you know, it is an option. So either way, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys tomorrow.